Okay, we're going to go through these pretty quickly. So if you need to stop and pause, then go ahead and stop and pause. Constructing a perpendicular. So the first thing I'm going to do, my point is off the line. So I'm going to set up my construction, my center at R, and we're going to curve that around. And now I'm going to use the same measurement, and I'm going to come down here, and from that point over here, and there we go. Now I just need to connect to that point. And there we go. Okay, so that's what's basically you're doing for all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second one. I'll do this one here since it's kind of overlapped. So I'll use a different color so we can see it better. So set up, and I'm going to do an arc. Notice if I don't connect to the segments, I can always extend that. So I'm going to extend that a little bit. And now from here and from here, I'm going to use the same measurement because I don't have to change it if I don't want to. Yeah, you're going to run into the word some. That's okay. And there we go. So I'm going to connect to this point right there. So from R to that point down there. So you can do the next two there, no problem. Let's look at the next part. Same idea. This time R is not quite on the line. So I'm going to construct a perpendicular through R. So I'm going to set my compass up pretty much centered. I'm going to draw my arc like that. Again, I need to extend my line. No problem. And now I'm going to set up here. I can get a mark down there. Whoops, I slid a little bit there. Let's do that better. I'm going to change color so I can see. There we go. The blue's a little better. And then back over here. So I see my point right here. So I go from R through that point. All right, construct the perpendicular lines from point T to AB, and then from T to CD. So my first set of perpendicular lines, you know what, I'm going to do the bottom first since I got my paper set up this way. I'm going to go to CD first. So I center at T, do my arc, got to move the paper a little bit, and let's see, extend my line, and now I'll do another arc down here. Hopefully I can get that. There we go, and I'll go through T. Now I want to go over to the other side, so I'm going to set up over here, center at T. Make sure I can go through. Let's see, I'm going to set my arc up. Again, got to extend my line a little bit. And now, let's see, one intersection is there. I'm not using B, I'm using the intersection point. So the intersection point, I'm going to make a mark out here. And come over to this intersection point. Make a mark out there. And now connect T and that point. What did we just create here? What kind of shape is that? So that's what I'm going to ask you. What do you know about this resulting shape? Okay. Looking at some other problems. Perpendicular from points on a line. So I'll do a couple of these and you can do the other two. It's basically the same idea. Set up on the point that I want to go through and do an arc. So I cross the line twice. And because my arc is down here, I'm going to go up here. Now the problem is, I got to remember, hey, I got to extend my line size a little bit. Because if I don't, I end up running right into R. And you need 2 points to make your line. So 1 point here, 1 point here. There we go. Let's come down here and do another one. So again, it's same idea. Center at the point I want to go through. I'll center at R. I'm going to make that a little smaller this time. There we go. Got 2 intersection points. Now, I'm going to increase the size of this so I don't run into R. And then from each of those new intersection points, make my arcs. There we go. And I can draw that line right through there. So you can do that. Remember that the key to remember this one is when you're doing these, you got to increase your radius just a little bit. Otherwise, you end up crossing right at R. Okay? Same idea, construct perpendicular lines. I'll do M here. This will be a pretty simple one. Draw my arc. In the way with the computer, so let's move that. There we go. I got to extend my line some. Again, because I've got my arc on this side, I'm going to put my crossing on the other side. Extend my radius. And over here. And connect the dots. And you can do the same thing with that one. Pretty simple stuff. Okay? Perpendicular bisectors, these were the easiest thing we did. Remember, I just want to start, set up a random measurement, do one arc, keep the exact same measurement, equidistant, and do another arc. There we go. So now these 2 points are equidistant from A and B, so I can connect the points, and there we go, perpendicular bisector. Let's do another one. I'll do 14, then you can do 13 and 15, okay? Let's see, I'll do this one in blue since I did the last in green. It's the upside to using multiple colors. You can do a lot of problems like this that are close to each other and still be able to see what's going on. So connecting my blue intersection points. There we go. So you can do the next two, no problem. Notice here, they didn't do full arcs. They only put the little marks. If you prefer to do that, that's fine too. You just lift your pencil up. Instead of going all the way through, you just pick your pencil up. That's all. So some people like doing that, a few less marks on there. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Come on in tomorrow and we'll do some more work.